Your emotions are not solely influenced by your survival instinct. Your ego also plays a significant role in shaping how you feel. To gain better control over your emotions, it is crucial to understand the nature of your ego and how it operates. The term ego is often associated with pride, but it encompasses more than that. Even if you don't display pride and appear humble, your ego can still exert control over you. So, what exactly is the ego? It refers to the self-identity you have constructed throughout your life. This identity is formed through your thoughts and is a product of your mind, lacking concrete reality. The meaning you assign to events is subjective and based on your interpretation. Similarly, you accept certain aspects of yourself because others have told you to do so. You may also identify with labels such as your name, age, religion, political beliefs, or occupation. These attachments have consequences. They give rise to beliefs, which in turn influence your experiences. Certain emotions can be triggered when your religion is criticized or your political principles are attacked. In this audiobook, we will refer to the ego as your story or identity, using these terms interchangeably. Awareness of your ego depends on your level of self-awareness. Those with low consciousness may not even be aware of the existence of their ego and thus become enslaved by it. On the other hand, highly self-conscious individuals can see beyond their egos. They understand how beliefs and excessive attachment to them can lead to suffering. They become masters of their minds and find inner peace. It's important to note that the ego is neither inherently good nor bad, it is simply a result of a lack of self-awareness. As you become aware of it, the ego fades away because ego and awareness cannot coexist. Your ego is primarily concerned with its own survival, much like your brain. It has its own self-preservation mechanism and will do whatever it takes to persist. However, it is not concerned with your happiness or peace of mind. Instead, it is restless and drives you to constantly pursue accomplishments and achievements to become someone significant. To exist, your ego requires an identity. It achieves this by identifying with various things, people, beliefs, and ideas. Now, let's explore some of the things that your ego identifies with. 1. Physical possessions. The ego tends to attach itself to physical items. In today's consumer-driven society, capitalism has thrived due to the collective egos of individuals. Marketers understand this and capitalize on people's desire to identify with products. When you buy certain clothes or a specific car, you are often trying to convey a story about yourself, whether it's enhancing your status, looking cool, or expressing your unique personality. The ego uses these things to create a narrative that you can identify with. However, it becomes problematic when you become excessively attached to material possessions, believing they can fulfill you, which they cannot. 2. Your body. Many people derive their self-worth from their physical appearance. Your ego takes great interest in your physical appearance because it is easily recognizable and quantifiable. When you strongly identify with your physical appearance, you are more prone to experiencing physical and emotional pain. However, it is possible to observe your body without overly identifying with it. 3. Social relationships. The ego also finds its sense of identity through your relationships with others. It is primarily interested in what it can gain from others. The ego thrives on using people to strengthen its own identity. If you are honest with yourself, you'll realize that much of what you do is an attempt to seek the approval of others. You desire acceptance, validation, and recognition from your social circle. It's important to be aware of these egoic identifications and the potential pitfalls they bring. The ego can create an illusionary sense of self based on external factors, leading to attachment, suffering, and a lack of true fulfillment. Now, let's delve into more detail on how the ego operates in the following situations. Parent and child relationships. In some cases, parents' egos lead to a strong sense of attachment and identification with their children. They falsely believe that their children are their possessions, which can result in attempts to control their children's lives and use them to fulfill their own unfulfilled desires. This phenomenon is known as living vicariously through your children. You can often observe this behavior in junior sports games, where some parents react loudly, not only in encouragement but also in a way that reveals their unconscious desire to live through their children's achievements. Couples. The feeling of needing someone in a relationship is also influenced by the ego. Anthony de Mello beautifully explains that loneliness is not cured by human company but by contact with reality. The ego creates a sense of dependency and attachment to another person, making it seem as though we need them to feel complete. However, the truth is that we don't truly need others to find fulfillment. It comes from a deeper understanding of ourselves and our connection to the world. Understanding how the ego operates in these situations can help us recognize the role it plays in our lives and make conscious choices that align with our true selves rather than ego-driven desires. Now let's have a look at a non-exhaustive list of things your ego generally derives its identity from. Your body. Your name. Your gender. Your nationality. Your culture. Your family and friends. Your beliefs, political beliefs, religious, etc. Your personal story, your interpretation of the past, your expectations regarding the future. Your problems, illnesses, financial situation, victim mindset, etc. Your age. Your job. Your social status. Your role as an employee, homemaker, parental status, employment status, etc. Material items, your house, car, clothes, phone, etc. The ego tends to equate having with being, which is why the ego likes to identify with objects. The ego is never satisfied. Your ego always wants more. More fame, more stuff, more recognition, and so on. The ego's sense of self-worth often depends on the worth you have in the eyes of others. Your ego needs the approval of other people to feel valued. This is why people gossip, because it makes them feel different and superior in some way. This is why some people like to put other people down and talk behind their backs. In short, most of your emotions are based on your personal story and the way you perceive the world. As you replace your current story with a more empowering one while, at the same time, letting go of your excessive attachment to things, people, or ideas, you will be able to experience more positive emotions.
Thank you so much for watching the entire video. I hope that the information and insights provided in this video have been valuable to you.